What's up? I'm Aaron Jaws Homoki, and these are all the covers that I have had in my skateboard career. So we'll start with my first one that I ever got, which was this one. This is in Moab, Utah. And Jonathan Mehring shot this photo.
Rad, okay.
And it's a fold out one,
Yeah.
which is really sick. And we took this photo. It was on an iPath trip in Moab, Utah. And we got the photo and I didn't land the trick. And it rained super heavy, so it all got flooded here. And we had to leave like the next day. And then so Jonathan got home and he ended up calling me and he was like, hey, you should go back and land this because they want to use it as a cover.
Yeah.
So then this was my first cover and I was like, all right, let's make it happen for sure. So me, the team manager of iPath at that time, Dave Smith, and the filmer, Thaddeus.
Thad Krosky. Yeah.
Thad Krosky, yeah, you know Thad Krosky?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, you. And then so, just sitting right on
That's
it.
good, we can see.
All right, there we go. Yeah, so us three went out there and just drove from, they drove from California, picked me up, and we just drove straight to there. And we were chasing the rain too, because it was gonna storm again.
Okay.
And so we stayed the night at this hotel that was like pretty close to this area. And then the next morning, we just went out there. And the next time I did, I used softer wheels so I could land better.
Yeah.
And I remember that I think I stuck it within like 3 tries. And then I was like, oh, I can for sure do this. And then I landed it maybe in like less than 10 tries. And after we landed it, we all took a celebratory shot of whiskey and then just drove straight home. And I think I was on the first shift driving because it was like a 16-hour drive or something like that.
Oh, boy.
And so, yeah. But we made that happen, and this is definitely one of the more special covers that I've had. Just because of the whole mission to make it happen. I love Jonathan Mehring as a photographer. He's one of my favorite dudes. Thank you. And yeah, so that was that one. And then
Epic.
so the next cover that I had was this Thrasher cover.
Okay.
And this is an ollie. And Louisville, Kentucky.
Now, is it in Louisville or across the river from Louisville?
Is it across the river?
I'm confused. Like, maybe if that's what you remember, yeah. I mean,
I remember it being in Louisville, Kentucky,
Okay.
and I remember it being next to the big Louisville skate park there.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, but it is right on the river right here.
That separates the 2 states. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's right. Okay, that's what that river is right there. So we're on Louisville side.
Okay.
And so this spot is funny because we went here for David Lloyd to skate the rail.
Ah.
If this was extended that way, you would see way more of the set, and then there's a handrail right here. And so David wanted to skate the handrail. He was wussing out that day, like just wouldn't skate it. And I ollied the set, and I was like, dude, maybe I could go from the ledge to the bottom down here.
Oh.
And so I ended up just trying it. And Joe Hammeke, rest in peace.
Ah, yes.
He was there shooting it. I ended up trying it, and then I broke my board. I ripped my pants, like from the crotch down to the calf.
Okay.
I got two of the palm scrapes. And then I was just done. I was like, I literally, like, this thing has destroyed me, my clothing, my body. Like, I can't do this today, whatever. So this is on a birdhouse trip. Trip goes on, then same thing. Get a call from Joe Hammeke, and I guess Andrew Reynolds saw this photo somehow, some way, and was like, "That's the biggest ollie ever done. He needs to go back and land that." And then so Joe Hammeke called me, told me that, and same thing, like, yeah, if you land it, it'll probably be a cover. And then so we're just like, all right, let's go make it happen. We made another trip out to Louisville.
Did you drive or fly this time?
Same shit. We drove. But this one was more of a skate trip orientated, not just like to go get this.
Right.
So David came with. I think Sean Hill was with us. Joe Hammeke. Maybe a couple other people. Filmer. Adam Mills.
Yep.
And this other dude, Cameron Sanchez, that works for Birdhouse, that films more of like Tony Hawk's stuff.
Gotcha.
And yeah, we came out here, and yeah, and then that day it was kind of like, I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't too many tries, maybe like 5 or 6 tries, and I ended up rolling away from it. And also David Lloyd lip slid the rail that day. And so it was just a good day overall. And we got the photo, and sure enough, Joe called me and he's like, yep, they're gonna use it as a cover. Showed me the photo, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then the cover came out, and it was the first Thrasher cover that I ever had. And they even called it the biggest ollie ever.
Yeah.
Which, side note, I do think that this is one of the bigger ones, but I don't think it's the biggest one that I've done as compared to the Leon set. The Leon set, I think, is the biggest one by distance and height.
Yeah.
Maybe I've done something higher, but I don't know. So, but either way, so that was the second cover that I had. And then the third cover, the Skateboard Mag one. Yeah, so this is my first and only Skateboard Mag cover. This is the third one that I got. There's not too much of a crazy story with this thing, actually.
What city's that spot in?
Oh, so this is in Scottsdale, Arizona. Is it Scottsdale? Phoenix, Scottsdale area. This is at a church called Pima. Pima, we would call it Pima 9-stair because there's a 9-stair at the church that everybody would skate. But they ended up building this little segment, and I ollied it, and I was like, oh, this is like pretty cool. I could maybe kickflip up this thing. And we went there, and it was at nighttime. We went for somebody else to skate something there, and I ended up going over here. Matt Price was there that night.
Okay.
I ollied it again, and then I was like, yeah, I'll try kickflip, and tried kickflip a few times, and ended up like sticking it pretty easy. Remember, it broke my board, and then set up a new one, and I ended up landing the kickflip that night. A couple months later, Matt Price surprised me, and he came over, and he was like, I got something for you, and he just pulled out the magazine with the cover on it.
Right.
And it was cool. We ended up, we had this side bet that me and Matt had, is like, if we ever got a cover together, that I would buy a 30-year-old McAllister whiskey, which is like $900.
Okay.
And he's like, if we ever get it, you're buying it. And I was like, dude, all right, I'm down. And then so he ended up bringing me the magazine. We ended up going to the liquor store, to this place that had the 30-year-old McAllister, and bought it. and ended up just sipping the best whiskey ever that night.
Okay.
And I still have some at my parents' house.
The bottle resides at your parents'.
I have like half of, maybe not half, maybe like a quarter of a bottle left.
Yeah.
But I'm saving this for whatever, my wedding or like some other special
equally
day.
special time.
Yeah, equally a special time.
Cool.
But yeah, we had a cool. And then side story too to this cover. Another reason why this happened is that, so the Love Bowls, I dropped in on that.
Right.
Okay, so that was actually supposed to be a Skateboard Mag cover. But right after I dropped into it, that's when Rune
Grinded it.
grinded it. And then so there was this, the Thrasher, Skateboard Mag, beef, whatever, you know, that stuff was going on. It's like, who's gonna put it out first, whatever. And so it ended up being a, like a photo feature inside of here, the Love Bowls dropping.
Yeah.
And then Thrasher, I don't remember, was Ruins a cover?
No.
I don't think it was either.
It might have been a contents page, maybe.
Yeah, contents page. So it ended up just like, whatever, like it never happened for either of us to get a cover because of all that. And so I think that like that once then we got this photo, and I think Matt Price went to Dave Swift and was like, we got to give Jaws a cover. And so this one ended up being a cover, and it was sick. It was definitely the easiest out of these tricks.
Okay.
The easiest one for me to get a cover. Not saying that this trick was easy, because it was definitely like a little bit of a battle. And like if I was to do this, I mean, shoot, when was this?
2012.
2012, so I was like 21, 22. Now I'm 33. That would be a goddamn battle nowadays. But yeah, out of the tricks and just like getting a cover, this one was I guess would say the easiest one. Because me and Matt Price is my best friend forever, always love him, and yeah. And then same, like this one is really special to me now because of Joe, for sure.
Just a handful of Joe covers.
Yeah, like it's so special.